Boy, what you doing in here? I know you're not watching Skinemax again.
Yeah.
Cinemax began in 1980 as HBO's little sibling. You know the sibling your parents don't talk about because he's out here selling bootleg DVDs and starting pyramid schemes. Movies, and nothing but movies, they screamed to the world, but quickly needed an edge to stand out. By 1984, they found one. A weekly after-dark film block for adults. On May 4th, 1984, Cinemax launched Friday After Dark, a late-night showcase of R-rated and softcore films. At midnight on Fridays, the network would roll the credits on its tame family fare and switch to the steamy fare, full of nudity, simulated sex, and no commercials. Cable viewers were in uncharted territory thanks to premium cable exemption from FCC decency rules. Cinemax could broadcast sexual content that would be forbidden on network TV. In short order, Friday After Dark became a major subscriber draw and eventually expanded into a nightly Max After Dark lineup by the early 1990s. Once Friday After Dark hit its stride, Cinemax rolled out original series and recurring themes to keep viewers tuned in. It wasn't just movies anymore. Starting in the early 90s, Cinemax produced a string of softcore anthologies and dramas. For example, Erotic Confessions and Hotline starred Shannon Tweed reading listeners' letters about sexy encounters. Then there was the B-side romance-filled Passion Cove, or the Co-Ed Confidential, which is like Animal House but more erotic. By the late 2000s, a Cinemax producer joked that our programming aimed for the highest BPM, breaths per minute, count possible. And it showed in series like Lingerie and Life on Top. In short, Friday After Dark was known for its scheduling around risque content, a juicy late-night buffet that mixed Euro art films like Emmanuel or Cleo Leo, B-movie sex flicks, police dramas with gratuitous TNA, and original softcore series. Cinemax's late-night lineup included a parade of erotica and adult drama. As these programs rolled out week after week, Cinemax Friday After Dark became a pop culture phenomenon and a punchline. The block was so notorious, it earned Cinemax the tongue-in-cheek name Skinemax. Film critic James Bertolini observed that during puberty, there comes a point when it's time to graduate from still images to moving ones. Enter Cinemax. Boys of the 80s and 90s reminisce about sneaking downstairs after lights out to watch After Dark movies. As one nostalgic writer put it, Cinemax late night smut was the primary reason Cinemax earned the nickname Skinemax. Viewers recall cheesy plots and talky sex scenes, but they remember it fondly as a rite of passage. After all, before high-speed internet, Cinemax was one of the few legal places to see moderate nudity on TV. In the pre-streaming era, a Cinemax subscription and the permission to stay up late was the ticket to adult entertainment. HBO corporate page even notes that Cinemax adult fare quickly became the main association with the channel in pop culture. Indeed, among casual subscribers, Cinemax was synonymous with after midnight erotica. Meanwhile, Cinemax's big brother HBO nurtured this trend too. HBO's own reality series, Real Sex, aired on its sister network HBO. But it was Cinemax Max After Dark films that really turned head. Even Cinemax multiplex channel Action Max or More Max chimed in with late night mature blocks, making adult content a chain-wide feature. Cinemax After Dark block fit into a wider 1990s cable TV landscape that was testing the limits of on-screen sex. Showtime, Cinemax's older rival, had its own after-hours marathon of softcore films, notably pitched as Sneak Peek Saturdays. Premium channels knew that gritty, sexy content could boost appeal. Playboy TV and other channels catered exclusively to adult content aficionados, but Cinemax and Showtime reached broader audiences by sprinkling softcore into their movie schedules. In a sense, Cinemax democratized erotic cable TV subscribers who weren't hardcore enough to pay extra for explicit channels, still gave them some skin after midnight. One insider quipped that Cinemax was essentially softcore content disguised as a movie channel. The late 1990s also saw Cinemax experiment with promos and free previews. For example, brief sneak peeks of adult segment would entice new subscribers, a marketing trick unique to pay cable. And because cable networks weren't subject to the same indecency rules as broadcast, Cinemax and HBO used the courts to defend their right to air risque programs. By winning legal battle in 1980, HBO and Cinemax cemented the idea what's on cable is up to the subscriber and not the FCC. Cinemax parlayed this freedom into a month-long value proposition for parents of unsuspecting kids. Subscribe to Cinemax for free movies all year, and by Halloween, the kids get Friday After Dark as a bonus. By the early 2000s, Cinemax After Dark was a fixture. One blogger even credited it as making French erotica like the Emmanuel series, arguably the most watched foreign film export of all time, thanks to cable reruns. It also influenced late-night lineup on non-adult channels. Cable network realized adult stories could fill slow hours. For a time, even action dramas on HBO's multiplexes got toned way up. In short, Cinemax helped blur the line between movies and adult entertainment on TV. By 2010, Cinemax strategy shifted. With broadband adult content just a click away, the free softcore model felt quaint. In 2011, Cinemax publicly rebranded from Skinemax to an action drama network. Gradually, all the adult features were scrubbed, and by 2018, all softcore programming had disappeared from Cinemax and its sister channels. Today, Cinemax has largely sold its skin, now rebranding it as Max on the streaming service, but fans still remember its wild days. So yeah, maybe Friday After Dark isn't around anymore, but the vibe, that sweaty, suspenseful, too late to be safe vibe, it never left us. And now, we're bringing it back with Cable After Dark, an analog horror comedy experience. It's like a found footage horror movie meets Skinemax. Your $15 pledge gives you the full digital film, exclusive scenes, the soundtrack, and the VR project. Once we hit the goal, we'll broadcast it everywhere, on streaming platforms, in VR, even a bootleg VHS. And trust me, you do not want to be the one who missed the drop. So please, back the project, share the link, and join the underground community built by the kids who grew up on Skinemax, because we're finally taking the TV back.